friends, how's everybody doing out there? I am in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I was supposed to be in Vietnam right now. You guys are not going to believe what happened. Well, here's a little bit of on my way from the airport to my hotel in Kuala Lumpur. Anyway, I was in Bali, as you guys know, and I took my flight from Bali initially to Vietnam, and with a stopover in Kuala Lumpur, of course. And what happens? Air Asia, thank you. They got delayed. The flight was 3-hour delayed, so of course I missed my connecting flight. And they were, of course, they got me a hotel, and they were very helpful at least. But the next morning, I go to check in for the next flight to Vietnam, and they discovered an error on my visa. There was one number on my visa that was wrong, and so they didn't let me board the plane. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't my fault, obviously. The visa office in Vietnam made the mistake. So what happens? I have to stay in Kuala Lumpur some days, maybe 5 days, until the new visa is processed. And of course I have to pay again. It's the third time I have to pay. Thank you, visa office in Vietnam. Cannot believe it. What can you do? So now I am headed to downtown, well, kind of like downtown Kuala Lumpur. I'm going to be visiting with some friends. Cliff Wong, once again, I'm going to be hanging around with him, and maybe I'll take the opportunity to do a workshop at Chops Music School. We'll see again. And of course, going to enjoy Kuala Lumpur for all it's worth. It's a beautiful town anyway, and great food, and great friends here. So we have a saying in Spanish, it's no hay mal que por bien no venga. It means there's nothing bad happens that something good can't come out of it. So I'm going to take the opportunity and make something good out of this fiasco. I am really anxious to get to Vietnam. I really wanted to get to Vietnam and do some photography there, and especially get to Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City, but those plans are put on hold for a while. Those are the joys of traveling. That's it. So it's been a crazy day because I slept like almost nothing, and actually the Air Asia people were kind, and they got me a hotel, like I said, and they were as helpful as possible. Of course, they lost a piece of my luggage, the famous trolley that you see on all my photos for the last 10 years, I think. The trolley for my symbol case disappeared. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I hope they refund me that loss, because that trolley was like $150 I paid for it in New York. A real bummer. So that's what's going on. Now I'm heading over to the hotel. I'm going to give you a little view on my way to the airport here. I'm away from the airport into the city. A nice garbage truck there for you. If you saw my last video from Kuala Lumpur, you'll see we had such a great time with Cliff. We went to great restaurants, eating local food, and eating, you know, all kinds of great food that Cliff took me to experience. And of course, we did some playing, and I saw Cliff playing at his gig at I think it's called Jazz Inn, the nightclub. And we're probably going to do more of that. What a fiasco, man. I cannot believe this happened. But anyway, I have a real nice Grab driver here. He was nice enough to pick me up. It's a very nice car, air conditioning, and well, no hay mal que por bien no venga. Again, in Spanish, something good can come out of the bad. So we'll see what happens next. Another strange thing in Malaysia that I find very strange is the hotels make you pay a security deposit. For some reason, it's very bizarre to me. I don't understand why a hotel would do that. Maybe here in Malaysia, maybe many people come to party and they destroy hotel rooms. I don't know. It could be the case. I've never heard of that in any other country, and as you know, I've been to so many countries all over the world. Never ever had experience of putting a deposit down on a hotel room. Maybe you guys that have been to Malaysia a lot can explain to me why that is. Anyway, we'll see what happens now. I've got my whole setup here. My symbols, everything was ready to go to Vietnam and hang out there for about 3 months. Whatever, it's just delayed for a couple of weeks. It's okay, we'll figure it out. One of the reasons I actually went to Ho Chi Minh first is because, as you know, I do a lot of photography and I have a drone. So for some reason, I wanted to end up in Da Nang. For some reason, the airport in Da Nang, they seize everybody's drones. I don't know why. It's completely legal to have a drone in Vietnam. In fact, there's DJI shops everywhere in Vietnam. In every city, there's 2 or 3 shops that are all over the place. But if you're a foreigner flying into Da Nang from outside of the country, they're going to seize your drone. And you know, there's so many stories where they try to extort you for money to get your drone back when you leave the country. So I wasn't about to let that happen, and so I decided to fly into Ho Chi Minh, where there's apparently, well, there's not apparently, there's just no problem at all bringing your drone into Ho Chi Minh. I decided to like hang out in Ho Chi Minh for a week or so, and then go to Da Nang. When you do local flights and from inside the country, they don't even check your bag for drones or anything like that. So according to all drone pilots, that's the thing you should do. If you enjoy flying drones and want to go to Vietnam, that's my advice to you, because everybody's getting their drones seized in Vietnam, in Da Nang. If anybody knows why, I'd love to hear if you know why. Apparently, the only rumor that I've heard is that there's military bases somewhere near Da Nang, and so if you're a foreigner coming in with a drone, they don't want you to, whatever. It's so silly because the DJI app doesn't even allow you to take off. You know, if you're near an airport or near a military base, it won't allow you to take off. So that's the story. We are now driving. Here's from the other side. Side of the taxi, you can see behind there. Am I boring you with my stories, bro?
Sorry?
Am I boring you with my stories?
No.
Okay. He's having to listen to my rants here because he's you know, driving. He's a very good driver, by the way. I feel very relaxed, and the Grab is always a good service. If you're in Asia, you must download Grab app. In the United States, we don't have a Grab. We have a Cabify and Uber. But Grab, I must say, is much more advanced than Uber. I think Uber copied everything from Grab, the food delivery, and that, you know, there's tons of options that you can select on Grab. Even I think you can send money on Grab. You can deposit the money into your account and like send people money. Is that true? Do you know about that? Yeah, you can send people money through Grab. It's unbelievable. So much more advanced than Uber. If I'm mistaken, somebody please, you know, let me know. But Uber let's review the few things that's going on. Download Grab. Don't go to Vietnam with your drone and enter through Da Nang. Enter through Ho Chi Minh. Make sure, if you can avoid, you know, Air Asia. I'm sorry, Air Asia, but you guys, man, totally screwed up too many times on me. One time, I was coming from China, and they wouldn't let me go on the plane with my symbols. They charged me $245 to put my symbols on the plane. Absolutely ridiculous. When I had purchased the correct luggage, but they said it was oversized and blah blah blah. Okay, granted, this was like 5 years ago already, and they've updated their policies, and now they're smarter about how they treat their customers. But in general, Air Asia, man, I'm sorry, that's really lacking. Even my friend Joel Taylor wrote me this morning, actually, telling me the same thing about Air Asia. He got terrible service, and I'm actually lucky that they gave me a hotel room, because usually they don't care, even if they messed up the flight. Anyway, there was tons of people that had the same thing happen to them today with the visa situation in Vietnam. I don't know what's going on, but so many people got rebounded today. And as I was going back to check out, you know, they dropped, what do you call it, offloaded my luggage from the plane. I'm sure the people on the plane were cursing me out because it got delayed because of my luggage. But I'm not the only one at the immigration, which I had to go through again in Malaysia twice. Actually, they escorted me, they helped me. There were the guys at the Malaysia airport were very helpful, actually, and they escorted me and helped me every step of the way. But it was a real bummer process. So I had to go through all that, get my luggage, get a hotel like that, lickety split, and now I'm finally heading back to the main part of the city. The airport is about an hour away from the main part of the city, so I mean, you can get hotels near the airport, but it's so far from everything, it's not worth it. Just anyway, I'll be doing some shooting here in Malaysia again for you guys. And we're gonna have a good time. Okay, so thanks for watching this. Remember, if you want to join the lesson site, only $200 gets you the full year program, and I'm very happy to see you guys there. Okay, peace out. Thanks for watching.